What is going on, Bevy people? It's pretty late for me. I'm on the West Coast, California, so it's like 3:30 in the morning. But I couldn't sleep and decided I would basically answer some questions. A few days ago, I made a video which you can find on my YouTube page. I made a video talking a bit about um, how to set up a premium Snapchat. What is premium Snapchat? Just basically answering the simple questions that have to do with Premium Snap. And then I got a message today from someone who asked a question, so I thought I would come in here. And instead of making a whole tutorial, the question was pretty simple, so I decided to just come in here and go live, answer that question, and if anyone pops in while I am live, you can ask any questions you have about Premium Snapchat. So I'm starting to move into premium Snapchat more with my models because, well, a few reasons. I think it's really easy compared to platforms such as OnlyFans or AVN Stars or Pornhub. Um, for those of you who don't know, I work with a bunch of models who use who use OnlyFans in an adult content type way to make some money online, be in control of their content, whatnot. And these days, OnlyFans is pretty difficult. Uh, there, there's a lot going on with it. There's a lot of competition. There's also a lot of spam on it and a lot of bullshit. You know, it was the craze about 6 or 7 months ago, but now it's kind of died down a little bit, and things are they're just really difficult for people. You know, OnlyFans has done some things that people haven't liked, stuff changing their terms of service, changing how you get verified, and there's so many people having issues with verification, whatever. I mean, I can go on and on about this, but that's not why I came in tonight. I actually wanted to talk about premium Snapchat because I just think it's a quick and easy way that you can build a fan base. Now, the most important thing that I always do talk about with premium Snapchat is, or even with OnlyFans or anything else, is that you have to build a fan base outside of these platforms. You're not going to build much of a fan base just by using the platform. You have to promote, and that's something that a lot of models don't realize they have to do. So I just wanted to talk about premium Snapchat, and I got a message today from a new model who I haven't worked with. She's watched my other video and messaged me on my Snapchat account, which you can come say hello on Snapchat. It's Pleasure Squad VIP, and she basically was asking me what she should do or how she can prevent people from screenshotting or saving any of the snaps she makes. She's just started this new Snapchat account, and the what I've learned about Snapchat and really anything online, even OnlyFans, even though they say they're trying to protect you from having your content stolen, is that really it's super easy these days to screenshot your content and use it in other places online. So, with that said, when you're doing Snapchat, and if you set up the account for premium, like I described in my previous video, you're going to set all your privacy settings to friends only. And what that does is that means that only people that you accept as a friend will actually see your content, even when you're posting on the story, right? Like your story is kind of like an Instagram story, and when you post on there, it's usually set to public where anyone can come across that. And that's actually a good way to build a following um, within the platform. But eventually, when you start having paid premium subscribers on your platform, you want only the people who have paid to see your story. Now, another option is if you use your story for more public things, and then when you send snaps, you can send them into groups of people. So let's say you have a handful of people in a group. So you can do teaser photos, pics, whatever snaps on your story, but then only allow someone within your specific group of friends that you make within there to see, your risque, not safe for work content. Now, the limitation on this is that you only can have 63 people in a group. So when you're starting out, that's no big deal. It's actually probably a good way to start out is keep your story public, but your snaps private, obviously. And then if you're lucky enough to sell more than 63 followers into your premium chat group on Snapchat, then you can make your entire account for premium people only, which means you switch your story settings over to friends only. I know that sounds like kind of a little complex the way I described it, but I can go into that more in another video if people need more specifics about how to do that. But back to the initial question, which is, can you prevent people from screenshotting? Technically, within a chat setting, when you're in the chat group or the chat, when you're chatting with someone, if they save your snap, there's a notification you get that informs you that your picture that you sent has been saved. I know there's apps and shady people who, if they're really doing this to steal your content, they can get around that. But what does happen is that you'll get notified within the app on that function. I believe I'm 90% sure of this, but I believe whenever you post something in a story, even if your story is set to private, I believe that anyone can see that or can screenshot that without you knowing. So you're not going to get a notification that says that story snap has been saved. So if you're super cautious about it, my recommendation is to open the account, set everything to private with the exception of your story. You're then going to post your teaser type content on your story, which will be public, so everybody will see it. And then you can sell your premium to a group and then add those people to a group once they paid for the premium Snapchat. And that's where you can send more risky content. The other problem with doing that is that it's a chat group, so people can chat and it's not one-on-one, it's a group. So I don't particularly like that either, but if you're concerned about people trying to steal your content, that's a little bit better of a way um, to prevent that from happening. Obviously, watermarks are good, um, but the nature of Snapchat is that these are quick snaps you're taking throughout the day, live snaps, stuff your little videos and things like that. When you're doing that in a spontaneous nature, you're not going to stop to do that, add watermarks and all that. So you could shoot video, you can take photos, add them to your camera roll, and then upload them from your camera roll to your story, or in a direct messaging group. That's one way of doing it. It's just another step where you have to add your watermarks. I do believe on the BevyVIP.com site, I have an article about what apps I use to watermark stuff quickly on my phone. So if you should look on the website for that. But that's the main thing to be aware of. Yes, you need to be very cautious. Yes, I don't think that you should be selling your premium Snapchat through something like a PayPal account, which I know a lot of people do. Cash App is a little bit more safe. PayPal, with a little bit of work, you can find out who you are through PayPal. It's not the most secure way to do things when you're trying to do anonymous content. There are services where so AVN Stars has an option on their page. I explained this in the previous video for selling a premium Snapchat, so I like that option. OnlyFans does not. It's just another function that OnlyFans doesn't have. And then we just set up the Bevy VIP. Just set up what we're calling the Pleasure Squad, which is going to be mostly Snapchat models, where people can pay through our website and we can pay you out through there, so that it's a layer of separation between you and them. We do charge a small fee for that, but the whole idea is that you don't want to give personal information to anyone who's going to try to follow you on Snap. So that's an option. Like I said, if you check out that last video I made about selling premium Snapchat, it explains it a little. If you have questions, you should come to just go to, invite me on Snap, Pleasure Squad VIP. Right now, it's not a premium account. I'm probably going to change it to a premium account for followers, and it's going to be just another way that people can see the content we are posting as the Bevy and the Pleasure Squad. But right now, it's just a new account that I made on the last video just to show people how to do it. And if you have questions, you can go there and you can friend me and tell me you saw this video and you have questions about it. Other ways you can get in touch with me, there's my email address is in the description below. I respond quicker than anything on Telegram, which is on the screen and in the description below. And then obviously the BevyVIP.com has a bunch of stuff. We also have our OnlyFans model directory and a whole bunch of other things. But I just thought I would address that question. I might start doing this more live stuff where instead of me making a whole tutorial about stuff, I just come on and speak really quickly about a question that someone asked me. I get a lot of questions like every day, and sometimes I make videos for it. Sometimes I just respond to them through email. Sometimes I'll respond through them through Telegram. But anyway, I'm kind of liking the idea of moving away from OnlyFans a bit and focusing on building up some models with a premium Snapchat account. We use different methods to promote. I'm using a lot of Reddit. I'm using even Pornhub, stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm headed. I'm not saying I'm no longer going to do OnlyFans content or AVN Stars content, but I am going to move more into building premium Snapchat accounts. I almost think that if you go from public accounts such as like Reddit, and then you move into premium Snap, and then if you still are doing really well and building following, you can then move into OnlyFans. I see a lot of models just jumping straight into OnlyFans and then getting really frustrated and not knowing how to build their account. And then when they do build their account, they get a bunch of freeloaders and really annoying guys, and then they have to deal with that. They get really disillusioned. They don't make a lot of money. It's annoying as fuck. And so then they just quit. I would say that the average span of an OnlyFans model is 3 months, and that's pretty good for most of them. Most of them do it for a month or two and then are sick of it. So if you're thinking of OnlyFans, I can, talk endlessly about that. The other thing to be aware of is it's only like less than the top 5% of models on OnlyFans are actually making money, like actual money, good money. Most of the other ones don't make that. And the only reason why I know that is when like a few months ago, I opened a new account, which is my training club, which is a page on OnlyFans that you have to subscribe to. You either subscribe by paying a monthly fee, or you just sign up to OnlyFans with my link and as my referral link, and then I give you that training club for free, which is a bunch of tutorials. I know that when I first opened it and I got like the first 5 people that signed up and paid for it, it already said that I was in the top 48% of all models on OnlyFans, which is just ridiculous. So basically, if you make like $50, then you're making more money than 50% of the people on OnlyFans, which is absurd. And it just means that most people on OnlyFans aren't making anything. So don't listen to all these, models on YouTube and all over that just say it's so easy and you just sign up and you post some pictures, and it's just not that way. So anyway, I think I'm done rambling. I know this was a short stream, but just wanted to talk live. And if anyone decided to pop in the quick time that I've been in here, I'd answer their questions. But if you like my content, I suggest you subscribe and click that bell so that when I come on late at night to answer questions, you'll see that I'm on live. And you can ask me questions too, and I'll help you get through the hurdles of these online platforms for making money. Anyway, my name is Marcus. I'm from the BevyVIP.com. I have a YouTube channel, also from the Pleasure Squad, which I am building right now. We have a bunch of Reddit stuff. I have a sexy NFT market for models that they can sell their NFTs on. That's a new project I'm working on. I mean, there's just so many things I'm doing right now. So if you want to make some money and you're a good looking person and you like to show off, hit me up and maybe we can collaborate together. I don't work with everyone. I have a lot of people who message me. I try to select people I jive with, like people that I can get along with and who I think are going to be worth my time. But anyway, I hope you have a great night. Hope that answered your questions. If you have more questions, you can put them in the comments below. I guess I'm going to try to go to sleep sometime soon. Anyway, good night.